Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. Performance on the last week was not really very strong, so market mostly has spent the time inside the consolidation. That's why, well, mostly we have the same situation as on Thursday when we have prepared the last update on the Bitcoin market. On the weekly chart, we could point actually on a couple of things. First of all, let's take a look. The hash rate starts to recover. And it seems that the capitulation, miners' capitulation is coming to an end, and usually it becomes a starting point of something new. So the market could show some upward continuation here, because every time when this has happened previously, you can see that Bitcoin shows the upward reversal. So here it might be not as strong as previously, but in general this is a bullish supportive factor, and it stands in favor of the further upward action. On the weekly chart, you could see that the market barely has touched the previous top. It's even not the washing greens of the previous top, but just a retesting of the same area. So we suggest that market should renew it, and it stands very close to this previous top. It really aimed on breaking this level. So it happens not only on the Bitcoin market, but any other markets as well. So slightly above the market, we have the XOP target of this ABCD pattern. So it's 21 or 70 approximately, and it seems that we suggest, as we talked about this previously, that meaningful retracement could happen only when the market hits the XOP, hardly before the target will be reached and before the market will reestablish the new top. Hardly will see some deep pullback here on the weekly or on the daily chart as well. So on the daily chart, we have some moments that stands not quite bullish. On Friday, if you remember, we said that we have the bearish grabber here, and then through the previous week, you could see again we've got two bearish grabbers here and here as well. So all these patterns suggest downside action. By the current circumstances, guys, I think that well, it might be due to some reasons. First of all, if you remember, we talked about the overbought area. Here, you can see the market hits the overbought. That was the reason mostly why this grabber initially has been formed. Currently, market is not at overbought, but that was just a consequence of the previous testing. The market stands flat, mostly trying to escape the pressure of the overbought condition. At the same time, if even some downward action will happen here, will drop below these lows, this will not break overall bullish context yet. This could be just the pullback before upward action, upward continuation pattern. So in fact, if this will happen, we will need to keep an eye on some different patterns. How market will complete here. Maybe this will be the free drive pattern or something of that sort. But we suggest that some last effort, right, with the 21 or 7-day area should happen. At the same time, I'm a bit skeptic on these grabbers. Because on the intraday chart, as I said already previously, market is forming the triangle consolidation. So we need to slightly adjust the shape. So previously it was a bit steeper. Currently it's a bit flatter. So triangle is increasing in the value, in the size. But in general, this is the same triangle. And usually, as a rule, when the market forms fake breakout of the previous top and turning down, usually it collapses directly and strongly to the downside. This usually works like the capitulation of the bull since last effort. The market fails to do this, bearish step in and just push market lower. Any reversal usually happens faster than any upward action. But if market has jumped above the top, shows the minor pullback and stand flat around the previous top, which we could call as a triangle, is also flat standing, that mostly bullish sign, and suggests some energy building for a possible upward breakout. It could take the different shape. For example, it could be the butterfly or something else, but maybe just direct upward breakout. But this is bullish sign. In the current circumstances, guys, I wouldn't take a short position by far on the Bitcoin market. If triangle will be broken down and market will not move higher and taking the new top and reaching our target, in this case, yes, maybe retracement will be a bit deeper. But with the fundamental background, there's lots of talks about the stimulus from the Fed Reserve, lots of talks about the stimulus from the European Central Bank, overall positive sentiment stance on the market. In the current circumstances, currently, we do not see any significant reasons to go short in the Bitcoin market. So we do not even have the clear bearish context, except maybe daily bearish grabbers. We do not have the bearish performance here. That's why in the current circumstances, the grabbers are not enough, not sufficient context for taking the short position. So if you would like to go short, I would suggest it would be better to wait when the market either hit our XLP target, or we will see the clear bearish signs here, downside breakout of the triangle patch and some downside acceleration. Maybe in this case it makes sense to take a look at the bearish positions. But currently, while the triangle still stands valid, the market keeps chances on upward continuation and reaching of our target. By the way, if we will calculate the butterfly extension, for example, based on the current pattern, so you could see that probably it should be enough to complete 1618. It will be somewhere 21 almost, 21 even. So maybe this butterfly even will be enough to complete our XLP target, based on some maybe stimulus from the Fed or something of that sort. So as you can see, currently, I suppose that it makes sense to wait and see what will happen. So we have the bullish view. It is relatively safe trying to take the position inside the triangle with the stops below these lows somewhere, if you of course do not have the long position by far. So this is our view on the Bitcoin market. Let's see how it will turn, because I suppose on the next week we will get the answer on our riddle. So the market, whether the market will complete our target or not. Probably this should happen relatively soon.